when it comes to properly managing the stress in your life, you know it's a process. I always talk to you about having as many tools in that proverbial toolbox as you can possibly have so that the process of stress management is as easy and as effective as it can possibly be for you. One of the things that's important in this process is to have allies. Others who will support you with your efforts, who will support you on your journey. So it's very important that you're able to identify people in your life and align yourself with them. People who are helpful and supportive. So as you are working on those things that help you to become strong, healthy, and resilient, and therefore very effective at managing the stress in your life, that there are people in your life who are helpful to you in that journey, not people who trip you up and make it more difficult. So it's so important that we identify that which is helpful and hang on to it or get more of it. It's the same thing here. The other thing is to partner with other people who have the same goal of effective and proper stress management in their own lives. When you partner with people who have common things or common goals, you can support each other on your own journeys. And when you come together, your efforts can be more effective, more enjoyable, stronger as a result. So it's so important to not always do it alone. Of course, there are times when you're going to do it alone and you have your own efforts and your own things to do on this journey. But if you can surround yourself with people who support and help you, rather than people who trip you up and make things more difficult, you're going to be that much more ahead. If you partner with people, align yourself with people who share a common goal, who are also on a journey to get better results, to become strong and resilient, to learn how to effectively manage the stress in their lives and how to effectively minimize the effects that stress can have on you, then you can come together as a stronger force. You still have your own journeys, but when your goals are similar or the same, then collectively you are stronger, which makes you stronger in your individual efforts. It's so important to remember that, we live in this world of social media and technology that allows us to be connected with one another across the globe. At any moment, most of us can connect with someone who is halfway across the world. But there is more loneliness being reported in our society than ever. So despite this ability to connect with others, somehow we are missing the opportunity to truly connect with one another, which means that more often than not, we can feel lonely, we can feel alone in our efforts. And when you're tackling something such as stress, which is ever present, never ending, always flowing in, sometimes more intensely than others, but it's always there, it's part of life. It can be taxing to feel like it's just you, always just you. This is why it's so important that you recognize the value of others in your life that can help you and support you, that can share in your goals, that can share your journey. Because we have enough alone time, even when we're with others. If you watch people, as a psychologist, I observe behavior. It's It's my profession, but it's also my nature. I like to observe behavior. But if you look up and watch people, so often people are together physically, but they're not really together. Each of them is staring at a screen. So they're not really together. They're off somewhere in their own worlds, even if they are in physical proximity. How many times have you seen people at a meal, a dinner, out at a restaurant, and they're not even talking to each other? They're focused on their own phones. And you may be guilty of that. Or what if you're the person who's not focused on their phone and your meal companion is not paying any attention to you? They're not even talking to you. They're just looking at their phone. How does that feel? Or maybe you're the offender. You're the one playing with your phone while your dinner companions or your lunch companions are left to entertain themselves. But they have enough respect for you not to look at their phone. So the point I'm making here is that we are alone more than we realize, because even when we're together, oftentimes we're not truly together. We're all out or connected or distracted with something other than the people right next to us, the people in front of us. So it can feel very lonely. So as you tackle this thing, this stress that comes in many varieties and many sizes, it's nice to have a network of people, a group of people. It can be a small group, it can be a bigger group. As long as there is someone, even if it's one other person, so that you're not alone. And again, like I said, many times it is you tackling stress by yourself. And that's normal, that's okay. As long as it's not the only way you're doing it. As long as there is someone else or multiple other people who are there to support you and who are there to join you on your journey. Now, I want to remind you that this ally or partnership project is not limited to humans. Remember your pets. Remember our furry friends. You know, it's funny how our pets can get us into good habits and help us to stay in good habits. So if you have a pet, a dog, or even a cat that you walk every day, they'll remind you that it's time for their walk. So they can get you into some good habits of moving your body and exercising your body. Well, that's a way of managing your stress and being helpful and being healthy and being resilient and burning off that stress. So don't forget that you can partner with non-human friends as well. It doesn't have to be just people. Why not have people and maybe pets if you have pets in your life? But the bottom line is, make sure that you seek out allies, you seek out partners, those who can help you on this journey. Because while doing it alone is part of the experience, it doesn't have to be alone all the time. Make sure you find allies and partner with others, whether that's people and pets, whatever works for you. But find some partners, find some allies, and tackle stress in such a way that you can manage it effectively without breaking a sweat. If you want to learn more about a comprehensive approach to stress management, check out the link below.